Hey guys, Mythos Gamer back for turn number 1 of our third game using the King in Yellow expansion. We're going to give our first player marker to Joe Diamond and move on to our upkeep phase. Alright, for our upkeep phase. Everyone's stats are already where we want them to be right now since we just set the game up. The only thing we're going to do is use Lola's improv skill. Once per turn, Lola may discard one of her skill cards to draw a new skill from either the top or the bottom of the skill deck. Lola may look at the bottom card of the skill deck at any time. We're going to discard her stealth skill and look at the bottom of the skill deck and see if we can get something better. And the bottom skill is bravery. Any phase you can exhaust or roll a horror check. Right now we've got her fight up at 4 and her will at 2. I think we'll take this. This will let us keep her fight pretty high and give us a better chance of not failing any horror checks. Well, that's it for our upkeep phase. We're going to move on to our movement phase. I think we're going to have a pretty active one this turn. Starting with Joe Diamond, he has a movement of 6. He's going to go from the police station to East Town, and then from East Town to Downtown, and then finally from Downtown to the Bank of Arkham. He only used 3 of his movement points, so he still has 3 movement points left. So he's going to use his safety deposit key. During movement, he can spend 1 movement point and discard this card while in the Bank of Arkham to make a luck -2 check. If you succeed, draw 1 unique item. If you fail, gain 2 clue tokens. Joe only has a luck of 3, so we only get to roll 1 die. And he failed, so he will gain 2 clue tokens. Next we have Diana Stanley. She has a speed of 3. She's going to move to Rivertown, from Rivertown to the French Hill, and then from the French Hill to the Silver Twilight Lodge, where she'll collect a clue token. This will bring her up to 3. Our next investigator, Lola, has a speed of 5. She's going to move from the asylum to downtown, and then from downtown to Independence Square, where she'll collect a clue token. This will bring her up to 3 clue tokens. And our final investigator, Min, is at the hospital. She's going to move to the uptown streets. Then from the uptown streets to Miskatonic University streets. And finally from Miskatonic University Street to the Science Building, where she'll collect 2 clue tokens. This will bring her up to 4. Because Min just gained a clue token, we're going to exhaust her press pass to gain an additional clue token. This will bring her up to 5. Additionally, Min has a movement of 5. We only used 3 of her movement points, so we're going to use the King in Yellow Tome. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a lower -2 check. If you pass, gain 4 clue tokens, lose 1 sanity, and discard the King in Yellow. Alright, Min has a lore of 4, -2. We're going to roll 2 die. And we got no successes. That wraps up our movement phase. We'll move on to the Arkham Encounters phase. Alright, for Joe Diamond's encounter, we're simply going to draw from the encounter deck. See what we get. The bank hosts a fund drive for the arts. If you spend $1 to make a donation, you are entered into a lottery. Pass a luck -2 check to draw 1 unique item. Joe's got $8, why not? We'll give it a shot. Okay, Joe has a luck of 3, so he'll only roll 1 die for this. And we got success. Let's see what we got. We got the very powerful Petrifying Solution. It is a physical weapon. It gives +8 to combat checks, but you discard after you use it, and it ignores physical resistance and endless special abilities. Very nice. Next we have Diana at the Silver Twilight Lodge. Because she has a membership, we will get to draw from the Inner Sanctum. Entering the workroom, you see a smith working on an ancient heirloom. He says, "Your piece is finished, you vulture," and throws it at you in disgust. Make a speed -2 check. If you pass, you may search the unique item deck and take the first weapon you find. If you fail, you lose 2 stamina. Diana only has a speed of 3, so we're going to roll 1 die. And we got a success. And the first weapon we came across is the Gladius of Carcosa. A magic weapon gives +4 to combat checks, +5 if your other hand is empty. She already has the really powerful spell Storm of Spirits, so we may pass this on to somebody else. Our next investigator, Lola, is at Independence Square. Pass a sneak -2 check to catch a glimpse of the actors rehearsing for the play, gaining 2 clue tokens. If you fail, no sooner do they notice you than a monster appears. Well, Lola has a sneak of 0, so it looks like a monster will appear. And our monster is going to be a cultist, with a -3 to sneak check. He does not cause a horror check. He normally has +1 to combat checks, but because Hasturs are Ancient 1, it's actually going to be a -2. He does 1 stamina damage and has 1 toughness. Lola is going to use her Gladius and her Derringer. This gives her an additional +6. She has a fight of 4. And then -2 from the cultist. She'll be rolling 8 die. And we got more than enough successes. The cultist goes down. And our last investigator, Min, will have an encounter at the science building. You watch, disturbed, as 2 students immerse a live rabbit in fluid, instantly transforming it into marble. Make a sneak -1 check to take the fluid before they can do anything dangerous with it. If you pass, search unique item deck for the petrifying solution and take it. If you fail, they catch you in the act and splash some of the fluid on you. You are delayed. Well, she has a sneak of 1, so -1, she automatically fails. She has 5 clue tokens, but with Hester increasing the number needed to seal a gate to 8, we can't need to hold on to him as much as we can, so she's going to be delayed next turn. That is the end of our Arkham Encounters phase. Right now we don't have any investigators in the other worlds, so we're going to skip our other world encounter phase and go into our Mythos phase. Our Mythos card says we will have a gate and a monster appear at the Black Cave. Let's see what we get. Our second gate is the Abyss, has a -2 to close. Our monster is going to be an Elder Thing, a diamond monster, with a -2 to sneak. He has a -3 to horror checks, doing 2 sanity damage, a +0 to combat checks, doing 1 stamina damage, 2 toughness. If you fail a combat check against Elder Thing, you must discard one of your weapons or spells. The Black Cave had a clue token on it. We'll remove the clue token and add our gate and the Elder Thing. Because a new gate opened up, we're going to add another Doom token to our Doom track. We now have 2 Doom tokens. A clue is going to appear at Hibbs Roadhouse. There was already 1 clue token there. Now we have 2. Lola's not too far from Hibbs Roadhouse. Maybe next turn she can swing by and pick up those 2 clue tokens. For monster movement, we only have 2 monsters. The Hexagon Ghoul and the Diamond Elder Thing. The Diamond is on there, so we'll move the Elder Thing with the white arrow. The Elder Thing is going to move from the Black Cave to the Rivertown streets. And the text of our Mythos card, the Unusual Moon Rises. It's an environment card, so we'll replace our Aldebaran Ascendant environment card. The moon seems overly large and is close to the horizon from dusk to dawn, casting long shadows throughout the entire night. The scientists at Miskatonic University believe it to be an optical illusion. Sneak and lore checks in Arkham are made a +1 bonus. Will checks in Arkham are made a -2 penalty. Not too bad. Better than other Mythos cards we could have drawn. Just want to remind everyone that both Lola and Min have the Leyline Map common item and allows you to ignore penalties to skill checks caused by environment cards. So this environment card is actually great for the 2 of them because all it does is give bonuses. Alright guys, that will wrap up the first turn of our 3rd game. Not too bad. So far things are going pretty smoothly, but things can spiral out of control pretty quick. This is Mythos Gamer, and thanks for watching.